This is the tiny East African country of Djibouti. Why is it so small, and why does it even exist? Well, back in the late 1830s, France explored the coast of what is now Djibouti. It wouldn't be until 1862 when France would acquire its first piece of land in the small settlement of Obok after signing a treaty with its sultan. This is usually how the French would get its land here, which would subsequently lead to the growth and eventual formation of French Somaliland. Just before that happened though, the Berlin Conference was held, which formally divided the African continent among European empires. France claimed Djibouti, backing up their claim with the Obok Treaty. Everyone agreed with France's claim, and so French Somaliland would be created soon after. But why did France want this tiny arid piece of land with almost no natural resources in the first place? For one, it's a great place to refuel ships, especially around this time as more traffic was going through the area because of the recently completed Suez Canal and the newly acquired Indochina. France also knew how truly strategic this location was. I mean, just looking at it today, so much trade passes by here, which is why so many countries have built military bases in Djibouti. This is probably why it's so small, since it wasn't a colony focused on natural resources, but rather for its strategic location. Its modern day borders were established throughout the next couple decades, and as time would go on, its strategic importance would grow, encouraging French Somaliland to become more developed. Along with the other French African colonies, French Somaliland would be pulled on whether or not they wanted independence. The Somalis generally voted in favor of independence, with the eventual goal of joining the newly independent Somalia, while the Afars generally voted to stay with France. The latter is what ended up being the result, which caused Somalis to accuse the vote of being rigged, which it likely was. But oversimplifying here, another referendum was held in 1967 and they still stayed with France. This time, it caused protests and civil unrest. It wasn't until 1977 when Djibouti finally gained its independence, overwhelmingly voting in favor of it. The existence of Gambia is weird too, so if you want to know why it looks like this or why Gambia isn't a part of Senegal, click here. Thanks for watching.